Hello and welcome to On This Day. So, I'm going through my On This Day videos. I discovered somehow I missed two. So today we're going back and doing the 7th of February. So, born. We're doing births, deaths, what happened. We've got 21 facts that happened on the 7th of February. Then we are finishing it on fun facts about hydrogen. So see if we can find some stuff there you didn't know. So we'll start with some births. So born in 1812, Charles Dickens, English writer, Oliver Twist, A Tale of Two Cities and A Christmas Carol, was born in Portsmouth, Hampshire. He died in 1870. In 1966, Kristin Otto, German swimmer, 6 Olympic golds. In 1988, Olympics, was born in Leipzig in Germany. And in 1991, Spencer Elden, the baby and model on the grunge rock album Nirvana's Nevermind. He was a little baby chasing the dollar on the album cover. Was born in 1991. Who died? Well, in 590, Pegasus II, the Catholic Pope, between 579 and 590. He died from the plague. What a lucky way to go. In 1938, Harvey Firestone, American manufacturer and founder of the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company, died. He was 69. And in 2020, Lei Wenlang, Chinese doctor who tried to raise the alarm over COVID-19, died of COVID-19 in Wuhan at the age of only 34. What a shame, what a potential this doctor may have had. So what happened in 1821? Poet Lord Byron, the 6th Baron Byron, made his maiden speech in the House of Lords. In 1836, Sketches by Boys, an essay published by Charles Dickens, was released. In 1845, the Portland vase, thought to date back to the 1st century BC, is shattered into more than 80 pieces by a drunken visitor to the British Museum. Guess that's why everything nowadays in museums is kept behind glass, pretty much, especially if it's worth anything. In 1880, the last bare knuckle champion, John L. Sullivan, KO's Paddy Ryan in Miss. In 1904, Baltimore catches fire, 1,500 buildings destroyed in 80 blocks. In 1907, Conservative Coalition takes over the Reichstag in Germany after rallying conservatives against the threat of a socialist government. In 1915, first wireless message sent from a moving train to a station received. In 1924, Benetton Mussolini Italian government exchanges diplomats with USSR. In 1928, the first solo flight from England to Australia takes off from Croydon, which I guess is pretty much Gatwick. It was piloted by an Australian aviator, Bert Inkler. It arrived 15 and a half days later. Guess it must have stopped a few times then. Not exactly a direct flight, is it? In 1931, the Social Democrat meeting in Berlin, 1,000 cheers. Marxism is dead. In 1940, Walt Disney's second feature-length movie, Pinocchio, premieres in New York City. In 1945, London, Washington and Moscow discuss final phases of World War II. In 1948, Omar Bradley succeeds Dwight Eisenhower as the US Chief of Staff. Yeah, come in now, a war's won. In 1962, a gas explosion in USA-4 coal mine in Vulcanline, Germany, kills 298 people. In 1967, a fire at a restaurant in Montgomery, Alabama, kills 25. In 1969, British rock band The Who recorded their song Pinball Wizard at Morgan Studios in London. In 1974, UK Prime Minister Edward Heath calls for a snapshot election in the midst of a protracted miners' strike. In 1980, Pink Floyd premiered their live version of The Wall at the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California. And I'm guessing that has now been replaced by the Staples Center. In 1909, Bushfires in Victoria left 173 dead in the worst natural disaster in Australia's history. In 1918, all citrus fruits can be traced to the southeast foothills of the Himalayas, according to a DNA study published in Nature. And also in the Himalayas in 2021, a glacier crashing into the Dhaulagiri, possibly, it's not going to be there, is it? River, destroying a dam and causing a huge flood in Uttarakhand province, India, killing 26, leaving 150 missing. Maybe if I do a little bit more conviction, people might actually believe what I'm saying. I doubt it. So fun facts today, it is all about hydrogen. So the most abundant element in the universe. Hydrogen is also a promising source of clean fuel on Earth. Named after the Greek word for hydro, for water, and genes, for forming. Hydrogen makes up more than 90% of all of the atoms, which equals 3/4 of the mass of the universe. Hydrogen is essential for life. It is present in nearly all of the molecules in living things. The element also occurs in the stars and powers the universe. Through the proton-proton reaction and carbon-nitrogen cycle, stellar hydrogen fusing process releases huge amounts of energy as they combine hydrogen atoms to form helium. Most hydrogen gas is scarce in Earth's atmosphere, and any hydrogen that actually enters the atmosphere rapidly escapes Earth's gravity. On our planet, hydrogen occurs mainly in combinations with oxygen and water, as well as organic matter such as living plants, petroleum, and coal. Hydrogen is the main component in Jupiter and the other gas giant planets, according to Los Alamos. The first balloon flight was launched in Paris in 1783, and the gas used in the balloon was hydrogen, according to the National Balloon Museum. Its use in fitting airships ended when the Hindenburg caught fire. NASA used hydrogen as rocket fuel to deliver crew to space. And this is a little thing I do know about. They have a massive great tank, and 2/3 of it is hydrogen, 1/3 of it is oxygen, and they use it to propel themselves forward. Put those two together, you create water. It's actually the greenest fuel you could probably ever come up with. Liquidized hydrogen is extremely cold and can cause severe frostbite when it comes into contact with skin. Hydrogen is about 14 times lighter than air. Lavoisier, the French chemist who gave hydrogen its name, served as a financier and public administrator before the French Revolution, and he was executed during the Revolution. About 3 billion cubic feet of hydrogen are produced in the United States per year. Hydrogen is the lowest density of all gases. Hydrogen is the only element whose 3 common isotopes, protonium, deuterium, and tritium, have been given different names. There you go, fun fans. Fact fans, that was the belated 7th of February edition. I will release it now, and it will be with you shortly. Sorry for the delay. See you, pals.